just other things you can do with your Sasquatch wax. I think it always lands on tails. No, that's going to be heads. Heads, I win. Happy Thirsty Thursday,
Bitches.
people. Holly just joined.
What? Are you being serious?
Holly Whittington joined.
Holly. Get off, baby. Not for you.
So I guess we will keep this kid friendly for a minute. I don't know. Yeah, my daughter just joined. She just got her phone, a phone finally at 13. So I don't know what the heck she thinks she's doing on here, but she's about to lose her phone. 2 weeks? Not even 2 weeks after getting it. So I would not be on here, Holly. And what's happening, YouTube? Good to see you guys. All one of you. Probably going to be a short show for several reasons. One, I'm exhausted. Worked like a dog this week. Number two, it's... Yeah, no, my wife is freaked out by this hurricane. Absolutely freaked. But two is the hurricane, because I know a lot of you, there are a lot of you in the path of this thing. So you probably have other stuff you'd rather be doing.
Or you're getting shitty service.
Yeah, or you don't have electricity and your house is gone. And if that's the case, why are you watching this right now? We appreciate your loyalty, but take care of business. You can rewatch it tomorrow from the FEMA shelter. So I kid, but
Jesus.
what?
Just you.
Look, it doesn't matter the tragedy in life or what's going on in life. If you can't have some jokes about it, then you're not living life properly. Remember years ago, we did the hurricane preparedness
Yes.
video.
Yes.
Guys, go check it out. It's on YouTube. It was hurricane preparedness training, and there was a hurricane coming in through South Carolina that they expected to be like another Hurricane Hugo, which devastated Salisbury.
Around with that blower.
Yes, so I took a leaf blower and rigged up a system to put a roll of toilet paper on the end of it, and kept running around the shop and surprising people and blowing toilet paper all over them while yelling out hurricane preparedness training. And I still remember the number of people that commented on that video that were like, "You insensitive asshole, people are suffering, people are dying, and you're out here making jokes about a hurricane." I was like, this thing hadn't even made landfall, motherfucker.
The last hurricane I was in that did make landfall, I was at the coast. And I acted the exact same way.
Yeah, it was like, damn. The people were really bent out of shape on that thing. And I think it was mostly on Facebook where people were making the
I
comments.
could probably see it if you were like dragging a body.
Yeah, it was really, it's a dumb video, but it's funny as hell. So yeah, I ended the video. Ellen was in the office going through paperwork, I think for taxes or something. And I just went in there with a leaf blower and blew all the paperwork off her desk.
I really was not amused. That's why I remember this. I was like, are you kidding me?
Oh, she had everything no, you were going through invoices.
I was doing something.
And they were all stacked or something. You were putting something in order. And I just blew everything to Kingdom Come. It was great. If anything, you'd think some women's activist group would have come after me for some sort of... I better stop before the people get back and be like, "Ew,
You need to stop.
send in..." I don't know. What is a women's activist? Send in the vagina hats, whatever they are.
What? Okay, is it time to talk about knives?
You don't know what the vagina hats are?
I assume you just made that up.
No.
No.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah. You seriously don't know what they are?
No.
You've had some friends that have worn them.
No, I don't.
Oh, yeah, you do. I'll tell you about it later. So, anyway, we're going way off the rails. I
Still married.
I know, right?
can't quite read anything on YouTube. Can you make everyone say my name? Very sorry to hear that, Hamza. Um, that's awful. Uh, Somebody else said Ted Bundy for president. All right, things are going well over on YouTube. Anything happening over on Instagram that we need to comment on?
Nope.
Sounds good. All right, show's over. Now we got some knives to talk about. Truthfully, I thought about trying to put some different things out tonight and some things that are getting low and things like that. And I was like, you know what? This has just been a damn head down 90% Hinderer week. Heavily Hinderer focused, a lot of anodizing, customizing. So it started off. What day did we drop the warnings?
It was Monday. What, Monday?
That sounds right. Let's say that we dropped the warnings. So this is the Hinderer XM24 skinny warnie. And hopefully you watched my YouTube video on it. I've not hidden the fact that I am an absolute huge fan of this knife. So anyway, we dropped those on Monday, and they sold well. We had a lot of them, so but they did sell well, and by a lot. It was one of our bigger, because the week before we did not get a Hinderer shipment, so it was a double week, and they really stocked us up on these. But to be honest with you, they did not sell nearly as well as I was expecting. I thought this would be a sellout first day, even with the numbers that we had. And then we also, they're still producing some Eclipses, and they're still producing some XM18 3-inch Harpoon Phantos. So we also got in some more Eclipses this past week. So anyway, so from there, it's been, and everything's slowed down. It always does this time of year, and especially hurricanes coming in, the election coming in. Every 4 years, we do see the slowdown. So it was a little shocking. I thought the Harpoon, the Warnie 24s would get gone quick. So, but it's interesting. So I talked to a customer of mine who I really do think could come in and do my job and probably triple our sales in a year. He's insanely knife knowledgeable. He gives me really good advice.
But is he willing to shit off an overpass?
I would sell him my company, and work for him if part of the sale was that I would get 50% or something of the future profits, because that's how well I think he could run it and do it. But I really trusted his advice.
Well, most of us could probably do that.
Very true. Very true.
Oh, fuck. The surprise twist is it's Ronnie.
That would be a hell of a twist.
You're not talking about Nick, are you?
No. So anyway, I was talking to this guy. I won't say his name, even if y'all guess it. But it's not Nick. I will verify that. And anyway, he was saying, the XM24, the Warnie is not the most popular blade. I was like, well, according to most people I know, everybody loves the Warnie. I feel like I'm in the minority by not being a huge Warnie fan. And he had already gotten the XM24 Warnie, not from me. So anyway, just in case he's watching, I want to rub that in again. And he was like, you got to do everything you can just to keep getting these in people's hands. And he said, the more people you get them in their hands and they start showing them to their friends and everything else, they're going to love them. Well, the best way I know how to get knives into people's hands and get things really moving off our site is to anodize. So that's what we have done. I have done all week, almost all week, every day. And I enjoy it, but it's when you do it to this volume, it's not quite as fun. It does get a little tedious and a little tiring, but we've done some really, really cool stuff. So I've been real happy about it. I've enjoyed photographing it. And then with that, because we start posting it, we start getting people calling in and emailing and texting saying, can you do such and such? Can you do that? What you just did on that knife, but can you do it on this knife? So in between trying to get stuff stacked, and what I've been doing is just randomly dropping them. I guess Tuesday, Wednesday, were just random drops of it. And then, can you, okay. Looks like YouTube's just gone to shit. Preconceived ideas. I have no idea what all's going on over here, but it's just spam people. I don't know, but I don't like it. We're not even going to save it. So if you're on YouTube, come and you're one of our regulars, come join us over on Instagram. Guys, I'm shutting this down. This is. All right, we'll leave it up, but it's getting trolled hard with a bunch of crap. To all y'all trolling it, go fuck yourselves. So anyway, I was just gonna bring more of them in. So that's what we've been up to. So I thought I'd show some off. A lot of the ones that we dropped today, I think we had a pretty big drop sold, but then we were adding throughout the day, so we still have some left. But speaking of the XM24 Skinny, this is a toxic Anamascus, and I just love this on that big frame. Really turned out nice. Kind of starts a little bronze and toxic green down here, and then works its way up into green towards the top. And then, of course, we did bronze out all that hardware on there, even the stop pin. I like to always mention that. Yeah, even do the damn stop pin. And then the hardware on the other side is also heat anodized bronze. So these turn out really, really cool. The toxic Anamascus has been very popular for us, especially on the Hinderer frame. It just does. Out of all the toxic Anamascus we've done across different brands, it really pops the best on the Hinderer. I don't know why, but it really does. We've done some bronzed out stuff. I'll tell you, this one did not look good in the pictures. I did go back and redo the filler tab and pocket clip screws, but this is a bronzed out Eclipse with bronzed out hardware, even the stop pin, and OD green with bronze out on the other side, and that's a stonewash blade. That was also a stonewashed on the toxic Skinny that I showed you earlier. I'm gonna make sure I keep these with the right boxes because they're all numbered. I do have one toxic Anamascus Eclipse left, and it turned out really good looking with all that bronzed out hardware. So these, I got to tell you, the toxic Anamascus is probably my favorite to do. One, because I like to eat potato chips. And anodizing and potato chips don't go well together because your fingers get greasy. So when you go over and you start touching and you forget that you just ate some potato chips and you go over and you start touching an anodized knife, it'll fingerprint it and then you got to clean it. Well, the toxic doesn't seem to really fingerprint, and it cleans with just a wipe of a towel. So that's one reason it's my favorite, but I also just think it's stunning looking. And like all depending upon the light and the different colors and everything else.
I gotta start off by saying I really like
I like potato chips. I mean, they know, they see me eat potato chips all the time. But I also love all the colors and the way it pops. And it almost reminds me of those old pictures, like if you stared at them long enough, you could see deep into them.
Oh yeah, where it's like, oh look, there's a ship on the ocean.
Yeah. And with this, I just feel like there's a lot of depth in the color. Like if you stare at it long enough, it looks like the colors are going deeper and deeper. It's my favorite thing, and it's actually something that I totally created. I created the pattern and did everything on it. So the only thing I didn't create was the name, and I can't remember who won that contest, but I think they got a free knife out of it. One of the other ones that I've done, and I kind of hate it that it's still sitting on the site, but I think this is really good looking, and that's just a stone-washed Eclipse with bronzed out hardware. We also bronzed the pocket clip and the stop pin. And it's with the blue-black G10. I just think these turned out really good looking. And then we did bring back, and this is the last one that we've got, but we did do some battle green ones on the XM24 skinny warnie with that bronzed out hardware. And this just pops. It really does look very good. It also, one of the things I like about this finish is the more you fingerprint it and get it oily and everything else, it just gets like a darker green. It can be a little blotchy, but it actually looks really good with all the bronze on it. So it's kind of one of those, I know a lot of people are scared to buy anodized knives and use them, but this one will look good. It'll look really good. So, and that's with a working finish blade. I think all the others I've shown so far have been stone washed. That's been the other crazy part of this week. Like, I cannot figure out Hinderer buyers to save my life. For the longest time, Stonewash just sold out. Like immediately. It was, you couldn't, Stonewash was always the first one to go. It was always the fastest. And now, lately, it's been working finish, working finish, working finish. It's been, and when we dropped the XM24s, the working finish were the fastest to sell. So I can't figure it out. Maybe it's the change in seasons, something like that. Maybe it's because of the Sasquatch wax. People aren't as worried about the working finish. We're gonna go with that. See, Danny, you changed the world. So those are the ones that are still available, those 5 that I just showed you. I've got a few more I'm working on. We'll see how much of it I get done. I know I've got maybe another toxic Anamascus or 2 on the Eclipse. Maybe I don't. Actually, the one I just showed you, that toxic Anamascus Eclipse, is not on the site. I apologize. That one will be on the site tomorrow. I'm also working on these. People went nuts over this. So I did a 3-inch in a double purple Anamascus, and that's probably kept me busier than anything, because once we posted that one up, I've had a lot of people ask for me to do others. So we've done a lot of double purple Anamascus. These turned out really good looking. And this one in particular has purple, all purple hardware. So we heat anodized it. Some of that hardware is going to have a little blue hue to it, a little bronze hue to it, but the core of it is purple. And then we did a low res purple on the pocket clip and on the, see if I can get that to show better. So low res purple on the pocket clip and the filler tab, and then continued that purplish color. You got a little blue hue in the pivot there, and then some purple on the backside. But it turned out really nice looking. And then because we've had so many requests for it, we've got a couple that we've done on the XM24 Warnie Skinny. And man, that's a lot of Anamascus, but it looks really, really good. And once again, did some purple. It's got some purple, some bronze hints to it on all the hardware on these, even the stop pin. And then this one's got the translucent green. So I think the purple ones are going to launch, or I'm going to work on getting those to launch on Saturday. The rest of them are either on the site, and we've got maybe a few others that'll launch tomorrow. So so that's what we've been up to. I mean, I think this week I set a record on the number of knives I've customized. It's just been head down, get it done. But they've all turned out really cool. I appreciate everybody who's been excited about them and been jumping on them. Oh, y'all can hear the smoke. Yeah, oops. And the sad part is, it was going off last week too. Yeah. I saw, you've seen those things that, I don't know if you guys ever see them, but when I'm scrolling through Instagram stuff, they'll have like 4 or 5 black guys in the picture frame, all in the back, and then one white guy, and it'll be like, tell me something that and they'll say either black people can't do that white people can do, or, and like an example of that, and the white guy was like, white people can laugh really hard and not run around the room. And as soon as he says it, all the black guys start dying laughing and running around the room and falling out of their chairs. So, and then they had another one where it came back and it was like, tell me something that white people can't do that black people can do. And it's like, and the black guy goes, we can hear this. And then you hear the chirp of the smoke detector. I thought it was funny as hell. So anyway, so that's been the big thing we've been up to this week, and it has kept us very, very busy. And you know, I felt like if that's what we've worked the majority on this week and pushed and promoted and talked about the most, then I felt like I should continue that theme and talk about them tonight. It's certainly been a very big part of our business this past week. So that's why we did just an all Hinderer anodized edition, just to kind of show it off and get you guys to see it in the right light. Are there any of these that anybody wants me to hold up or see again?
And the price points across those lines is what?
Yeah, so there's no increase in the price. So the price on the XM24 skinny warnings is $595, and the price on the Eclipses and the 3-inchers, which I don't have any here, are all $425. So no increase on the price on those. So as far as stuff coming up, honestly, I don't have a lot of stuff to tell you about. It is, I think I said this last week, and it's going to continue. It's going to be slow moving for a little while. There is a steel shortage. There is quite a few other things that are going on. So we're kind of waiting for stuff to pick up and happen. So not a lot of new stuff coming in. I know the Freemans are in the works, but I don't know a time frame. Probably one of the bigger drops that we'll have coming up is going to be those new Nick Nichols Guppy 3.5s, which I'm very excited about. But that's still going to be sometime in October, middle to end of October would be my guess. So, and then, like I said, the Freeman fixed blades is probably going to land about the same time. And then
What,
we,
the 451 Freeman fixed.
yes, yeah, but no, it's the Gen 2 fixed blade, not the 451. And then I did have a great conversation with Les George the other day. We don't have anything coming from him in the next little bit, but getting into later this year, we will have a lot of cool shit coming from him. So very excited about that.
Anything else from Defiant 7?
Yes, we've got some projects in the works with Defiant 7, but the steel shortage is 100% affecting that. We've got a really big project in the works with Defiant 7 that I think people are going to go apeshit over. So, but we're ways away on that because of the steel shortage. What's the two?
Two things.
Yes.
One being, and Brian might be able to answer this better, is sheep foot anything coming out?
Yes, Hinderer has announced, I did see it on their social media, I believe Hinderer XM18 3.5 sheep's foot are coming out. When we'll get some, I don't know. Shit, just cut my leg. I don't know how soon. I don't think we're gonna see them this week, probably not even next week. And to be honest with you, I haven't had a chance. I know Hinderer, the guys at Hinderer are slam busy. So I didn't ask them this week what might be coming. So I'm not sure anything will be this week. So oops. No, we did not get any Demco 8010s. Don't know of any coming, but hopefully I'll talk to John over at Demco soon. That's way overdue.
Any update, any word on Rosie's Rippers?
No, I haven't talked to him. We've and I need to. He and I have definitely got some communication things we need to figure out. So, but hopefully I can talk to him. I know he watches the show pretty often, so hopefully he and I can connect this next week and start figuring some things out. So, but that's kind of where we are. It's going to be a grab bag of different things that we're pushing. So that's what we're going to be dealing with for the next 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, and that's just going to be how it is. But
Did you mention Demco? Are we gonna, somebody asked about the Demco?
I see several comments coming over about Demco, and no, I have no Demco updates whatsoever. So, but that's everything I got. I mean, and apparently now I need to go change a battery in a smoke detector. But you guys next week are going to hear it chirping again.
Probably.
There's like 4 in that room. I mean, at first I got to figure out which one it is. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Anything else? Anybody got any questions about anything else? Anything?
We figured it out pretty quick.
Yeah, trying to think. I will say, if you've gotten in, yeah, know what's in the box tonight.
Thanks, Dave.
God bless you.
Present.
Yeah, I was going off camera for that one. Good Lord.
Dirt said just change batteries and all.
Who did?
Dirt.
Yeah, probably a good idea. I feel like I am forgetting something. I will say it's despite the weather and stuff. Our shop is picking up. We're getting more and more customers every week, which that's been really good. Brian's saying Rob Reversky had a question that went unanswered.
Probably.
I'm glad to know Rob, if you want to ask it again.
There's been a lot of chatter.
How many tar heels does it take to change a smoke detector battery?
Oh my Lord.
That's the question, I think.
Between the Tar Heels and the App State,
That was
I-
Brian's comment.
I don't- I don't-
One.
I don't-
It's the village of App State.
between the two teams, they sure as hell can't stop a offense. That's for sure.
Any word on anything new from ZT? Sprints, etc.
No, I brought it up to you guys last week. I have left a couple messages with my contact over at ZT, and I haven't heard back from him, which is his way of telling me that nothing's going on right now. I really expected something earlier in the year, so I'm not sure what's going on, and we haven't seen a sprint run from him in a while either. So I do know their Kershaw autos, the American-made Kershaw autos, have just exploded, and it's hell for them just to keep that factory running to keep up with that demand. So switching anything over for ZT, I'm sure, has been a bigger struggle than they were wanting it to be. The other thing, just with things being slower and Instagram really sucking, I'm gonna throw this one at you guys. It's so what I'd like to do, if you own a knife that you bought from us, and if it's something we currently have in stock, you get bonus points. Take pictures, post it up, show them off, and tag us in the post so we can repost it to our story and things like that. And if we repost it to our story or repost it on our own Instagram or anything like that, we're gonna put your name in a hat, and
Sit on it.
we're gonna run this for like the next month. So what is today? The
26.
26th. So
Right before
what's
Halloween.
yeah, the Thursday before Halloween, we'll go through and grab all the names, and the winner's going to get a $500 gift certificate for USA Made Blade.
What? Say it again.
The winner's going to get a $500 gift certificate for Taco Bell.
Whoa. You want to talk about shitting over an overpass?
It will last you a lifetime.
Not the way I do it.
Nope, but and yes, you can enter more than once, but only once a day. So.
Only in stock knives that we have in stock.
And no, if you've bought it from us, we'll still repost it. But how about this? If it's something you bought from us, but we don't have it currently in stock, you get 1 entry. If it's something we currently have in stock, you get 2 entries.
Nice.
I sound like a circus
What It sounds like
Fair.
you're going and going, not and stop, not and stop, not and stop.
So, and we'll keep the way I'll keep tabs on it is screenshot it and text it to Ellen. That way it's her problem.
That's fine. I'll just certainly raise an email. Okay.
We are high tech, you can tell. So, but yeah, let's do that. So remind me next week to let's bring that up every week
Yep.
from now until and yeah, you can win $500 gift card, however you want to. I don't know. Just buy it and we'll refund you, whatever you want. We'll make it work.
You don't actually get a certificate. You just get to buy something. And then
No,
you
but it's
refund your money.
okay. So you got a $500 gift certificate to be able to use, but it's something that's going to sell out in seconds, and you're on there and you're like, the gift certificate number is 135. Yeah, just buy it and we'll refund you. We can work it however you guys want.
Facebook or Instagram? Yeah.
Instagram is preferable because I can share it to both, but we'll take Facebook stuff too.
Would you give them $500 in a DLT gift card?
Negotiable.
Triple entries if it's orange
You know so the biggest thing that I got pinged on this week was my friend Josh Coate over at Arsenal Edge posted up, and he had 5 or 6 DLT mats, and he was like, "Hey, I'm selling these. It's $10 each to cover. Just the $10 is to cover shipping. If you want them, just give me a shout." So I just typed in and I was like, "Man, this really hurts," and put like a sad face and a mad face and then a happy face and a chug of beer thing or whatever. More people have commented and liked and everything on that than they have on all my social media for the rest of the week. So the comedy that has been on that, and that people have screenshot it and messaged me about it, has been hysterical. So Josh knows I'm not really hurt. There you go. But anyway, it's been a lot of fun. So, guys, I think that's all I got. I had no need to stretch this out and make something out of it. That's not there. No good stories to tell right now, but there's one in the works for sure.
Sounds like somebody who just had Taco Bell.
Yeah, a little bit. It's a brewing. What was I going to tell you? And outside of that, just to finish up, I do hope that all of your families and friends and everything and yourselves are all safe. Going to be some really nasty weather coming all the way through here, affecting a ton of the East Coast. So you guys be safe this weekend. Take care of your family. We've got my sister-in-law is in the meat of it in Florida right now as well. So we're keeping them all in our prayers, and for all of you in Florida, stay safe, and into Georgia, and except for Atlanta, y'all just stay dangerous. But anyway, and it's going to come to, apparently it's going to be devastating in Asheville.
Good.
Isn't that interesting? Yeah, that's kind of a mix, a double-edged sword on that. But anyway, y'all stay safe. Prayers to everybody that's being affected by this. We make jokes,
What
but
does your shirt say?
I'm just here for the booze. I'm just here for the booze. And YouTube, we'll go through and try and figure out what the hell's going on over here. But I appreciate everybody watching. You guys have a very safe and great week. And go over to USA Made Blade when you have power again, and get yourself something.
Nice.
We'll see you next Thursday. Good night. There.
Bacon spikes.